the new town school, the children were suddenly breaking into rashes as fleas began to fly around. What the, said Ken Hoshiwaka as he noticed the people were breaking into rashes. This looks like a combination of jellyfish and flea itch. The other Hoshiwaka siblings noticed that there was a strange phenomena going on. This could be another combined monster trick, said Kasumi. Just then they realized that there was a huge trailer with anti-itch lotion. Bladeron, Imes, and Gilkey were disguised as humans. Looks like phase 2 will commence soon, said Imes. Having itch problems? Well then buy our UAOE anti-itch lotion, said Bladeron. But for children and parents, they will get a first free bottle. The children lined up to get one. Kai Ozu and his team were alerted. Billin, Dordora, and Zaza, disguised as civilians, were distributing them. Dongaros was in the back checking the money and converting them into Dolian bills. Suckers, the zombie army of children will be ready, said Bladeron. Meanwhile, the heroes were looking at the rather long line. UAOE lotion, what is that? Asked Kai Ozu. Doesn't UAOE stand for the United Alliance of Evil? Asked Cassie. You got that right, said Joe Gibgan. Let's not act rashly here. Just then they ran to Gaku Hoshiwaka and his siblings. Both Gaku Hoshiwaka and Kai Ozu had a talk. Weren't you the people who wanted to see me? I think something is going on around here, said Gaku Hoshiwaka. You got that right. To be honest, we're dealing with the United Alliance of Evil here, who are from the future, said Kai Ozu. From the future? What are they here for? Asked Gaku Hoshiwaka. They want to ensure Zone wins. That's why they aided Zone, said Kai Ozu. Oh, I forgot. These are my friends Cassie, Joe, and the twins Moune and Agri. I'm also the head of a sibling force. That's interesting, said Gaku Hoshiwaka. But we have to plan our attack. Twins? Just like us, said Fumiya. It's nice to meet other twins, said Remy. Just as they were talking, Garua and Chevler appeared. You two working together, said a surprised Gaku Hoshiwaka. The two rivals working together to create a formidable force, said Garua. Now meet our monster, Jellyfish Flea Gin. I was right. There was a hybrid monster behind this, said Ken Hoshiwaka. The Fivemen did their morphing sequence, and so did Kai Ozuru's team. We'll try to take care of the monster from here, said Five Red. And we'll try to stall the United Alliance of Evil, said Machi Red. The 5 men proceeded to battle the monster. The monster began electrifying them. Just in case you think you can meddle, I prepared my own tricks, said Jellyfish Flea Gin as he released some of his fleas, not to release the itch, but to electrify. The fleas began attaching themselves to the 5 men, giving them nasty shocks. Itching is crazy, but this is ridiculous, said 5 Red. I agree, said 5 Blue. Now we're itching and shocking with these fleas. As Maji Red was trying to catch up with the United Alliance of Evil, they had no choice but to intervene. We can't let the monster kill them, said Maji Red. Gosei Black and Gosei Yellow did a leap attack with their respective weapons, the Landic Axe and Landic Claw. Maji Red used his fire to repel the bugs. You may have round 1-1, but we'll be back, said Garua. The monster Jellyfish Flea Gin was forced to retreat, but not without throwing the 5 men in a literal itchy situation. The distraction was just perfect. The children who were receiving the treatment would soon be activated to turn against the 5 men any time. It was the perfect plan. At the new town school the next day, the children were amazed at the treatment, but the 5 men were getting vigilant at the events. They never realized there was a plot to take over the school. Now the children were converted into zombies under the control of Zone, who would be activated if needed. There is something wrong, I can feel it, said Gaku Hoshiwaka. I agree, brother, said Ken Hoshiwaka. It seems like the school is zombified. The 5 men noticed the children were zombified. They began to look different, think different and worse. They began to look different with pale skin and began firing laser beams. What the, said Gaku Hoshiwaka. The children are zombified. We can't fight them, said Ken Hoshiwaka. They must be under some sort of spell. Wait a minute, aren't these the same people who bought the anti-itch lotion yesterday? Oh my, said Kasumi. You got that right, sis, said Remy. They were in a dilemma as they could not fight the children in the school. Fortunately, Kai Ozu and his team entered just in time. What's going on? Asked Cassie. The children are zombies, said Kai Ozu as he noticed the scenario. The children began firing deadly rays of destruction. Please, children, stop! Shouted Gaku Hoshiwaka. You can't help them now, said Kai Ozu, but you can't escape for now. But, said Gaku Hoshiwaka. No buts, said Kai Ozu. The 5 men had no choice but to escape, leaving the children alone. For now, as they were going to be used by Zone Empire and the United Alliance of Evil to do more damage, the Search Guard time train showed up in time to get them out of the situation. Meanwhile, at the Vulgri, Garua and Chevler were having another argument. I say we destroy them all with one swift stroke, said Garua. No, Garua, I think it would be best to let the 5 men feel the pain, said Chevler sadistically. I agree with that, said Jellyfish Flea again. Let me throw in an itch. Dordora, Billen, and Zaza arrived. Captain Gara, the 5 men will not stand a chance against zombified children. Sooner or later they'll be forced to fight back and kill the children, said Billen. Bladeron, Gilkey, and Imes had produced another batch of the mind control anti-itch lotion. Marvelous. We'll need more of this, said Dordora. Everything is ready. It'll be fun to use children to destroy the city, said Imes. Just then Valkyrie used the image of Empress Mito to appear again. Garua and Shevler are bickering like children. Villain, go with Dora, Zaza, and Dungaros to finish the plan, said Empress Mito. Yes, Empress, said Villain. Meanwhile, the Fivemen were in a dilemma together with Kai Ozu's team. The Fivemen were in constant itch. It's hard to work on a cure if we're all itching, said Gaku Hoshiwaka. No way we'll get a bottle of that lotion, said Ken Hoshiwaka, or we'll become zombies ourselves. What's weird is that these rashes have an electrical effect, literally, said Kasumi as she discovered they could release some form of electrical discharge. This is terrible, very terrible, said Arthur G6 as he entered. Another robot, interesting, said Cassie. I get reminded of our robot Data, said Agri. I hope he joins us soon, said Morning. I think I know what to do, and I know who to call, said Kai Ozu. Oh, surprise, I've got a bottle of that mind control medicine too. At the new sky base, Billy and Ranu were working at the laboratory. They were needed. I guess it's time to enter into another medical mission, said Ranu. I can't agree more, said Billy. Meanwhile, the whole city was itching with pain and causing weird motions. It was all a brilliant scheme. Villain, Dordora, Dongaros, and Zaza were with Bladeron, Imes, and Gilkey for the next phase. The plan is working. They will be itching and the earth will be so easily controlled, said Imes. Foolish humanity indeed, said Villain. Those idiots will never realize that with the cure, they are only bringing in destruction to themselves. That would cost much, said Dungaros. To them, that is. We're making a lot of dirty money. And it will not be long. This Earth will become the final planet we've conquered out of the millions or billions of worlds that exist out there. Back at the magma base, the Fivemen are being examined. Billy and Ranu were thinking about splitting up. At last, they were able to find the antidote. I hope this works, said Ranu. She was able to finally administer the cure, curing the Fivemen of their itch. You must take the cure, said Billy. However, with the lotion being mind control, I think it's connected to one of the UAOE members. I think somebody is using a weird gadget or amulet to activate its effects. Then I guess we know what to do, said Agri. We'll deal with the monster, said Gaku Hoshiwaka. I'll put some anti-itch guard first, said Ranu. This will protect you from the monster. We'll be back at the new skybase. Thanks, said Gaku Hoshiwaka. And my team will with the United Alliance of Evil, said Kai Ozu. I will spread the antidote to the population to stop their sales. Kai Ozu's team found out where the people were lining up, but not without doing their transformation sequence. Bladeron, Gilkey, and Iams in their scam to zombify people. This is as far as your scam goes, Bladeron, said Machi Red. I guess we don't have a choice. Let's fight, said Bladeron as he shed his disguise. People were soon frightened to find out they were scammed. Gilkey's disguise fell off, reverting to his inhuman form. Fools, you think you can counter us, said Imes. Children, attack! The children showed up, and Imes began laughing evilly without remorse. What the? Not again, said Pink Space Ranger. We can't fight them, said Mornay. We could kill innocents. And that's exactly what we're planning, said Imes, firing her laser beams at the heroes together with the children. The children began firing laser beams like crazy. You amaze me a lot, Imes, said Bladeron. Not even I am that cruel in my plans. We can't hurt them. They're under mind control, said Maji Red. Just keep it up with the children zombies and we'll win. Oh, how I'd love to see them bleed to death, said Imes. Your weakness against children will be your demise, said Bladeron, laughing very hard. Unknown to them, the parents are on their way to assist in battle. The parents were led by Kuros who were sent. Meanwhile, in some other part of the city, the Fivemen were dealing with the battler soldiers of the Zone Empire. Now it was time to deal with the monster Jellyfish Flea Gin. You Fivemen will now be destroyed, said Jellyfish Flea Gin, who began firing those fleas again. I don't think so, said Five Red, who began to realize their suits had a special coating that made them resistant to the itch. What the? I don't get it, said Jellyfish Flea Gin. We developed an antidote against your itch, said Five Blue. You're just underestimating everybody around. Even if I can't make you itch, I still have my other attacks, said Jellyfish Flea Gin as he released some toxic blast in an attempt to dissolve the Fivemen. Back to Maji Red's team. The parents of the children were holding their children. What the? No, said Bladeron. What's going on, Bladeron-sama, asked Imes. I can't control them further. What is going on? Asked Bladeron. Haven't you heard of the power of a family, Bladeron? Asked Gosei Black. Me and my brother have that, said Gosei Yellow. And that's where you ticked me off, said Pink Space Ranger. Alright, team, let's beat the crap out of them, said Maji Red. Maji Red's team fired projectile attacks, forcing Bladeron, Gilkey, and Imes to retreat. In an instant, the spell wore off, the moment Bladeron's mind weakened severely. We've got to retreat, said Bladeron. Not without giving them refunds, said Pink Space Ranger, kicking a weakened Bladeron. Gilkey and Imes handed over the money and their parents got refunds. Emperor Ratigan's so gonna get us, said Imes, worried that she didn't have any other scheme to get rid of her new master. The Fivemen, however, were still having a hard time fighting the monster. Just in time, Maji Red's team entered. Gosei Black and Gosei Yellow jumped, crushing the monster with their weapons. What gives, said Jellyfish Flea Gin. Your scam has been destroyed, said Gosei Black. Now it's time you will pay us well, said Gosei Yellow. Gokai Blue and Pink Space Ranger used their pistols at the monster as they splashed the antidote on him. We're here to help, said Maji Red. I think I know what we can do, said Five Red. 5-ball attack! Now we can give it more power, said Five Blue. Let's not waste any time. Let's defeat the monster now, said Gokai Blue. Both teams did a confusion tactic, and finally Five Red finished the technique with Maji Red to defeat the monster. We did it, said Five Red. Thanks, guys. Golden! Shouted Billin. The Golden finally came and absorbed the monster Jellyfish Flea Gin. However, the monster was getting too strong. Okay! Nothing's working, said Five Blue. Arthur, we need the Magna Base, said Five Red. Roger, said Arthur G6 via the communicator. Now we're even, said the whole five-man team. The Max Magma fired the Max Diamond attack, finally destroying the monster. We did it, said the five men, rejoicing. At the United of Evil headquarters, Ratigate was furious at the deal. I guess our battle efforts aren't enough, isn't it? Said Ratigate, firing his projectiles to punish Bladeron, Imes, and Gilkey. Sire, please have some respect. I'm of nobility, said Imes. Or you were of nobility, Imes. I don't really respect that. This goes against your payroll, said Imes as he held Imes' chin and tossed her aside. Now you think of better plans to kill the heroes, or you may face even death. Dismissed. It won't be long, Ratigate. I'll stab you in the back, said Bladeron. Trans and Long can be seen laughing from behind. Meanwhile, the children and their parents are finally reunited. Kai Ozu wept as he looked at the sight, and so did Agri and Moune. What's the matter? Asked Cassie. I'm just reminded of the final battle me and my siblings fought together with our parents, said Kai Ozu. But we did lose our parents in battle, said Moune. And we lost our parents when we were little, said Remy. As for mine, I was forced to serve an evil empire called Zangiak after they were killed, and I got brainwashed, said Joe Gibkin. That's very sad to hear, said Ken Hoshiwaka. But one day we'll beat Zone for good. I wonder if it's possible that our father is still alive, knowing that another robot has been sent, said Fumiya. You'll find out soon enough, said Agri. Right now it's best you don't know. So it is indeed true you come from the future? Asked Gaku Hoshiwaka to Kai Ozu. Yes, indeed. But now I must return to my siblings, said Kai Ozu to Gaku Hoshiwaka. Then we bid you farewell, said Gaku Hoshiwaka. The search guard time trade finally entered into scene, ready to take the heroes home. Even though I am glad this wasn't stretched out to 2 chapters, I still cannot believe what I just read. Supposedly, family is important. Unless your Houka then sent her to the detention center. Better yet, have her family be the one who does it. This story needs to die hard. Because next week will involve a battle of the 6th Rangers and one of the most offensive things I've ever seen.